The last time one of my co-workers sent me a message, and she said, Bokai, I visited uh some part of Magibi. Yeah, was it? Yeah, Magibi. And then those that visited started to say, you guys on the morning show, you're gonna be so critical on the government. Let me tell you now. It's not being critical on government. It's about doing a raffle thing. Once the government is doing good and improving on the livelihoods of Liberians, if there's need for us to um, appreciate them, just rest assured, we will appreciate even those that are working in government. If you are working at an entity at any entity of government, and you good about doing good in improving the image of the government, we will come here, we'll sing praises to you. And but remember now, if you as an official you go contrary to what you're supposed to do, not to work in the interest of Liberians, that's when the punches that we do have here will reach out to you. So, with that being said, the government of Liberia yesterday, through the National Port Authority, that's the NPA, presented a check to the Ministry of Finance, uh, a whipping amount of 2 million United States dollar as contribution for the past 5 months. Hmm? I, I was a part of the press conference yesterday at the Ministry of Information. Yeah, for a very long time, having attended a press conference. So I went there yesterday, and it was an exciting news receiving such thing. Under the Weir Lair administration, there was this issue about okay, so according to the managing director of the National Port Authority, he said within the first 6 months, they have been able to generate 16.3 million USD. And out of that, 2 million USD was given to the government of Liberia as contribution to the national revenue. National revenue. Hmm? So listen now. Um, within just 5 months, within just 5 months, they have been able to generate such amount, 2 million, uh, and turn it over to the Ministry of Finance to be placed in government revenue. What am I stressing on this? During the Weir 6 years in administration, the Weir administration that was built to our way, the other folks there at the National Port Authority, they give the government of Liberia, they give the people of Liberia, because once they are placing it in the revenue, is coming directly to the people of Liberia. The past 6 years, they were able to generate 4 million USD. I hope somebody is getting me clearer this morning. For 6 years, they generated 4 million USD. And that was placed in a revenue by the CDC administration. by the CDC administration. But when Mr. Sekou Dukle, or when President Joseph Yuma Boakai took over as president of the Republic of Liberia and handed the mantle of authority over to Mr. Sekou Dukle, he have been able to generate 2 million in just 5 months and place it in the revenue or turn it over to the Ministry of Finance on yesterday. We say kudos to the government. Once there is thing, once something is commendable, we commend the government on that. Once something is worth talking about here against the government, we will sit down here, we will chastise them. We want to say kudos to the government. And there's an article here. It says, let me just go through. It said the National Port Authority presents 2 million check to the government as initial contribution as Managing Director Sekou Dukle boasts of raising half of what NPA raised during the 6 years of Weah's regime. I hope you understand that. Once again, let me start it over. It says the National Port Authority presents 2 million check to the government of Liberia as initial contributions as Managing Director Sekou Dukle boasts of raising half of what NPA raised during 6 years of Weah's administration. The National Port Authority has presented to the government of Liberia a check of 2 million as contribution to the national revenue of the country. Since the inception of the Boakai administration, the NPA said it has generated more than 2 million and and it have generated more than 2 million. But its initial contribution to the revenue envelope of the government is exactly 2 million. Presenting a check to the Ministry of Finance at the Ministry of Information regular press briefing on Tuesday, the NPA Managing Director Sekou Dukle said the money is half of what the Weah regime raised from the 2018 to 2024 revenue of Liberia. So that's what coming from the National Port Authority. We say kudos to the management there of the National Port Authority. He and his team urge you guys to double up. They shouldn't be the end. My man, when we hear say, oh, yellow machine, blue machine coming, buses coming, we want to know where are we getting the finance from. So if somebody or an entity is fighting hard to raise money to be placed in the national revenue, is worth commending. It's worth commending. Joviously, the last time somebody said, when people kept asking Joseph Boakai, oh, Joseph Boakai, where are you taking the money from? Where are you taking the money from to bring yellow machine? Then joviously now, don't take a word of BC. Then somebody Double Jara. Okay, Double Jara. Is it Double? Is it Double? I don't know how you're going to manage. Is it Double? I don't know how you're going to manage, but the yellow machines that are coming, you will pay for it. So whether you raise the money from in the air, you raise the money from under the water, you raise the money from on the sea or on the ground, Double, you will pay for this. You'll pay for the machines. The machines are coming. You will pay for it. That. Like I said, I just joke you. I say that like. know. For me, I don't know because if an amount was turned over to government, to national government by the Ministry of Transport, we don't know. They just carry out an inspection, and a lot of people did. Even me, I'm not allowed to you. I spent close to 375 USD just to do my car registration. I will pay government. I will pay government money. So the government of Liberia, through the Ministry of Transport, should be telling us how much have they given to the national government since they carry on the first inspection of the Buakai's administration. They should be. Others are raising money. Others are raising money. And it's something that we need to know. Other entities, the futurists, they a lot of places that we do regenerate money from. The archive, the birth certificate, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs through the Passport Division, other places. What are they giving government? These are the questions that we should be asking. So, like I said, if people do things that are commendable, we commend them. Yes, of course, we commend them. So now, with that, again, the Ministry of the Ministry of Public Works. There's an article here again. This is government to begin pavement works on the Tapeta Zweju Roads corridor, totaling over 100 kilometers in 2025. Ministry of Public Works says it is set. So the government of Liberia again, through the Ministry of Public Works, are doing real government PR here to the morning. Through the Ministry of Public Works, it says Public Work Ministry, that's Public Work Minister Roland Giddens to a local media on Tuesday that the government of Liberia has already contracted a company to pave from the Tapeta to that's Tapeta to Toaston in Grangeda County, which is about 40 kilometers. Mr. Giddens said bidding process is ongoing for the road corridor from Toaston to Zweju and onward to the Ivory Coast border with Liberia. So that's another exciting news. Our people been suffering. You hear people saying from Toaston to Grangeda, from Grangeda to Ivory Coast border. It's difficult